All right, welcome back everyone to the last game for today. You know, it's been a long day for all of us since 10 a.m. in the morning, and now we are down to the last game in loser bracket. The game between Reagan Kian or RRQ versus Sig.Trust from Thailand in best of one series. And I'm not here alone. I'm with my co-caster, Heflamoke.
Yeah. And it's a team from Thailand, so who's better than you for this one?
Well, you know, RRQ also just won over a team from Thailand, which is Ideal Gigabyte too. They just sent Ideal back home to the hotel. To be honest, that game, you know, they were so far behind in early game, but they still managed to come back with 10+% and Undying.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we lost already like 3 teams today. Like, this is actually, for the viewers right now, this is the start of the loser bracket, so whoever loses here is actually gone for the tournament. So this is all or nothing, pretty much. But let's hop into the draft. Let's see what we got.
First pick, Xyclopz for RRQ. What do you think about that? And Earthshaker.
Yeah, I mean,
Queen of Pain. Yes, and it's Queen of Pain. Because he's their favorite hero for Sig.Trust. My pro always plays his hero whenever he can.
I mean, the cores today have been pretty much the similar, not the same, but similar. Xyclopz is really strong in 6184. It's a core you can't really do anything wrong with. It's a hero you can play early, really aggressively. But more interesting is what RRQ banned. We looked before into the last 10 games of Signature, and they love their Drow, Visage, Vengeful combination, and RRQ knows that. They instantly ban the Drow, and once that core is banned, then there's no point in going for those supports. So that's a wise choice by RRQ.
Oh, that is very good point of view. Dazzle as the second pick of RRQ. You know, last game they used Dazzle too, and I can say that this Dazzle is a key hero.
Yeah.
Because his Shallow Grave just, man, destroy everything that Ideal trying to do. All the combos of Ideal, Shallow Grave, that's it. They need to think again.
What we need now is, of course, the axe ban. Otherwise, the Dazzle is kind of... you can't really have that axe against the Dazzle, but we have to see. I mean, they have 2 more bans to go. But the Queen of Pain today, I was kind of disappointed. Like, all the Queen of Pains, they had, I don't know, kind of a good start, but in the end, it didn't really work out. Like, we saw the last game, for example, the Queen of Pain, even with Octarine core, for example, against the Gyrocopter on similar items, just no chance whatsoever. But Earthshakers, today we saw amazing fishers. That was really the day of Clockworks and Earthshakers, in my opinion.
I still remember the Earthshaker from JRX.
Yeah,
you know, the reason that Sig.Trust is down to here because they lost to MVP Hot 6 because of this Earthshaker keep coming their lane and destroy farming of Spectre of Lakells.
Yeah, definitely. And now the next bans are coming out. We have a Phantom Lancer, so RRQ, they keep banning those cores. While on the other side, Center, I can totally understand Center ban. Like, today I think we had 2 Centers with the Arcanum Scepter, and this minus 70% damage whenever it's coming out, there's just... It's like the game is paused. Nothing is happening. There's no damage coming through.
Yeah. Man, that is the first time that I saw Centaur with actually Arcanum.
Yeah, it's first time here in Malaysia. I have to travel half across the world to actually see Arcanum Scepter on a Centaur and cast it.
You know, because most of the Centaur I see always lose before they get an Arcanum. And 4th pick from RRQ. Looks like is it going to be a Gyrocopter as a mid lane against Queen of Pain?
It might happen. It kind of depends what they give us second, but at the moment you can lane it in both lanes. But what I'm really curious about is that Klings. I mean, the Klings ban, that's interesting, I have to say. He got a bit buffed,
10 seconds remaining.
But these were just minor cooldown tweaks and everything. Nothing that makes the Klings really a hero you want to pick in this meta. But then again, in my last interview on the stage, the captain said pretty much there is no meta at the moment. It's still something that has to develop, and I really feel like this looking at those drafts.
Klings. Well, I saw Lakells play Klings sometimes, like long ago. Pretty good Klings as an offlane, but hey, look at that. The signature hero of Sig.Trust.
Yeah, signature hero for Sig.Trust.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though, because they always pick this hero with Tiny, CK, or even an Ember Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good position to pick the Wisp at this third position means that you cannot really. I mean, you only have one ban and 2 more picks you can deliver, which means now in theory, if you want to prevent a Tiny and a CK, you have to pick it right now, and one of them has to be a ban because you can't pick both, obviously. So we have to see what's coming. But at the moment, RRQ, they don't even react to that Wisp because they know they can't really do anything against it. So they pick their Morphling, a support Morphling potentially.
As an offlane Morphling. And yes, just like what we thought, is Tiny, Wisp, Sig.Trust, and Partner, and Partner.
Whoa.
What is that? This is the first time actually in months that I saw Partner in competitive scene.
Yeah, I mean, Partner received some changes already in 6.83, but never really made it into the competitive scene. Some teams tried it, but it was just not viable. I can't even remember when I casted the last time a Partner. It's early 2015 probably, so many months ago.
10 seconds remaining.
It's pretty much like Partner mid, right?
It could happen. At the moment, they could lane this in crazy ways, to be honest. This could be an offlane Partner with a Gyrocopter or Morphling mid, either or, and then the other goes into the safe lane. That's possible, and then Dazzle plus whatever they pick as 5th. But then again, Partner is not the best offlaner. Then again, offlane is nice to grab some XP on that hero, and that hero needs XP. Anyway, on the other side, we already have our Tiny. So IO Tiny combination is coming out, and that's of course really, really scary. The Gyrocopter, Dazzle, Partner, these are all heroes that are very vulnerable to a relocate gank.
Sig.Trust. That's the last pick from Sig.Trust. They still got plenty of time to go. They still need 1 more supporters.
10 seconds.
How about Rubik with telekinesis? Something that I think is going to be something like Lion for Sig.Trust.
Yep, we have to see. I mean, Enigma is being banned out, so they fear that there's like some clutch fight where a big black hole could ruin their day. The Nyx Assassin, to be honest, I'm really surprised. I mean, Nyx Assassin, Kling's bans, I would have never expected them. Not in my lifetime, not for this tournament, not in this patch. But well, it's coming out. RRQ.
To be honest, that's got a weird ban from RRQ because I didn't see Sig.Trust playing these heroes like long ago. Nyx Assassin as an offlane by Abba? I don't think so.
And the new Nyx is I don't know. For me, it's kind of a joke. When I read the patch notes the first time about Nyx Assassin Aghanim Scepter, I was like, is that serious, Ice Frog, or are you trolling? So I was making sure I refreshed that page just to see if that's for real. But look what we get. The OD is coming back into Dota.
Last pick but picking OD against Rubik, are you sure about that? Rubik as a last pick playing by Boombell.
Yep. And the OD also got a nice change now. As far as I understand it, like Aghanim Scepter is you do the damage, and afterwards everybody who was hit by your ultimate gets into Astral Imprisonment. That doesn't sound too scary, but it actually gets scary when the OD gets a Refresher Orb. Because then if he hits 4 people, then there are 4 people Astral Imprisonment, 4 times Intelligence Stolen, and you put the second on top of it, which means you get
100% hit.
It's pretty scary. So OD Refresher, I really want to see this.
Oh man, but how long till he gets a refresher? Should be around 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, we have to see. The problem about Refresher, of course, the items chain for Refresher, which means for right-clicking, the Refresher is not the best item anymore. But still, for this hero, I would say it's definitely worth it. But maybe it's also just me wishful thinking that I want to see this in this new patch.
All right, we are in the game already, guys. The last game of the day. Whoever loses this game, there will be no day 2 for them.
Yes, no day 2.
Man, that's kind of sad. I'm going to do some quick intro here. Sig.Trust in Radiant side, Boombell on Rubik, My Pro on Earthshaker, Abba on Queen of Pain, Jab on Io, and Lakels on Tiny. I'm going to leave RRQ side to you.
Yeah, we have here in the offlane, we have the Morphling, and in the mid, Cypher on that Partner, but I think he's just on a warding mission. Then we have, of course, Still Koala on the OD, probably heading for mid. This is the best hero you can just put into mid. S-Kicker right behind him on that Dazzle. And of course, last but not least, there is Mr. Gyrocopter. All eyes on him because he has to carry that game. Create also some space for that OD till he finds his items.
It looks like they are having a problem with light. We are trying to turn it down.
Oh,
okay.
So it's getting all dark here. But Xyclopz, it's pretty cool. We opened the day with our cast, and today we close it as well. So it's a nice cycle. Long day, but we finally are there. And the game commences, so let's go.
Okay. It's like what we thought is that's like what you mentioned earlier. Tiny is going to mid lane with Wisp.
Yep. It's actually going to be hard because the OD is going to target the Tiny, so there's no point in restoring a lot of mana on a Tiny who has no mana pool left because of the OD. So that's going to be pretty nasty, to be honest, in this lane. But, well, let's see. If they play aggressive, maybe the OD is going to get pushed back and the Dazzle has to be here. But I think the OD, unless he overextends, should be nice in this lane.
OD. Yeah, I'm just like, I kind of agree with you that he will play a little bit aggressive on these two heroes with one supporters back him up behind him. And Arcane looks like it's going to be Earthshaker off lane by MyPro, a race to the rune. RRQ taking control of the top rune, and the bottom rune is going to be Abba, Queen of Pain. Nope, actually.
It was a nice try to block them away from the bounty rune, but of course it was too late, so in the end they still get it, and that's of course a nice start. It's a 50-50 split on the runes, just as we see in most of the games nowadays.
That the wards is pretty important by Pakna, placing sentry wards and the water ward here, so Sig.Trust.
Yeah, and you can see already in the mid, the OD, first Astro Imprisonment coming out, and he will always target that Tiny. Like, with two Astro Imprisonment, he pretty much only has mana left for one Avalanche, and if he gets a third one up, then there's no mana left whatsoever.
Another pause again, just, both teams just make sure that they are 100% ready for the game.
Well, they look ready to me, but you never know what's happening with the PCs. But, there we go.
Bottom lane is an off-lane Morphling by Yabu.
Yep, this is also going to be something interesting. But to be honest, the good thing about the Morphling is that he has pretty nice escapability. I mean, he didn't go for Morphing, like he went directly into Waveform, which means even with the Rubik telekinesis, I don't think they can kill him.
And he's got that disaster with him too.
Oh, but look in the mid, the OD, that was the first attack on him. The Avalanche plus right clicks. In the end, Lakel's diving in the tower, getting some damage there as well. So in the end, they all end up with low HP. But, of course, the Tiny is getting healed by Wisp.
Koala dropping low. I don't think he... Man, does he need a support to back him up over here? What do you think?
Well, at the moment there's a self delivered by the courier, which means he's gonna go for that one, and then I guess later on regeneration has to come by a bottle, which he still has to farm, and farm a lot for it.
Bottom lane is Queen of Pain is trying to harass with spamming his Shadow Strike, and now he adds a blink already. Boombell coming from the sideway using Fate Bolt, dropping low for Yabu.
Yeah, this is gonna be dangerous. When the harass damage exceeds the point where the Dazzle can actually out-heal it, then at some point they will definitely jump it. They have telekinesis plus right clicks plus, of course, Fate Bolt. But now we have a nice little go for the runes. That's pretty important for the IO, just to refresh the Tiny's HP pool, and it's a regeneration rune of all.
Oh man, the rune control is very important, just like what you said. And now Boombell a little bit offside here, walking into an enemy. Telekinesis, blinking, Abba slowing down with Shadow Strike to still hit away by Boombell. Now decrease attack speed. I think he's gonna be fine. That is pretty harsh greeting from both teams. That almost, you know.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was not really like the first blood situation because he didn't have enough mana for that waveform, but in the end they got a lot more damage than they dealt on the Morphling. So Morphling back to farming while the Queen of Pain has to be careful. That Morphling level 2 waveform plus Dazzle Poison, it could actually do the trick.
Still level 1 waveform. Need to be careful, man. The first blood is very important in this game, I think, because as you can see, they all just want to farm. They are not going to gank much. That means after they lost first blood, they will go back to the same lane and watching their opponent snowballing.
Yep, and the OD at the moment also getting some grip here in the mid because the Tiny is now completely out of mana. He has like 91 mana, that's not enough for any of his spells. CS-wise, he's still doing quite well, so the OD has still some catching up to do.
Spamming another Astral Imprisonment on Xyclopz. Now he only got 13 mana, that is the lowest mana I ever seen. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, there's not much mana left with all those Astral Imprisonment stacks, but the problem is also like the OD is soon out of mana himself.
Can't even cast some basic spells. Xyclopz now dropped to 13 once again. Koala is trying to control Xyclopz by spamming the Astral Imprisonment on him, lower his mana.
And I'm also looking forward what happens to the other safe lane. Oh, but at the moment there was a nice Fisher here, so the creeps actually go for the Gyrocopter, but in the end, well, as soon as he activated Flak Cannon, the Earthshaker had to go back. It's just too much damage.
Jab. Still pretty close though. 4 minutes past, nothing happened yet. They're just trying to stay lane. I kind of understand them because this game is so under pressure for both of them.
Yeah. I mean, in the group stage, you still had the chance, okay, we lose one game, but we win the second and everything will be fine. But this is lose or bracket, which means you really go home if you lose here. So everybody is in complete farm mode. But I think in a minute or so, we're going to see the first aggressive move by the Queen of Pain. Or maybe if the Tiny gets some mana back. But the problem is the bottle just arrived on the Outworld Destroyer, which means he can just permanently disable that Tiny.
I kind of worry about the level of these two heroes of Sig.Trust in the mid lane. Compared to Outworld Devourer, almost 6.
Yep.
His ultimate is gonna be... his ultimate with one supporter can easily kill both heroes here.
Well, if he has 4 Astral Imprisonment stacks up, that's actually quite interesting. It should do enough damage because the int difference is huge, but I think he still needs someone to rotate into that mid to make it happen. And Lone, no, I don't think so. But at the moment, look at that Earthshaker. Like, he's really, really ballsy, trying to grab some XP.
I like how the movement of Earthshaker on top lane, and it's like these two heroes cannot catch him at all. Just keep moving left and right and then trying to stay in 3, get some experience out of the lane, and now he's almost level 5.
But that's why I don't understand that we don't have level 1 Rocket. With level 1 Rocket you could actually chase that Earthshaker and make something happen, but at the moment maybe he's caught out here. Look at this, I think the Gyrocopter is trying to cut his way, and yes, they're going for it. They have vision on him. If he runs this way, oh my god, he doesn't even get hit by that cooldown, but they still follow him. There's the Fisher, but he's slowed at the same time. I think this is our first blood. The second barrage will be soon ready. He's trying to get a deny, but oh god, it didn't work.
Finally, it's our first blood here, 6 minutes in. And Koala went to the top lane trying to help his teammate, and I just pick up the rune and shooting a careers. Oh. 1 hit away, that, wow. 36 SP left on the career. They almost made a big mistake from Sig.Trust.
Well, that was really, really close. You should never send your courier over there, but well, the OD not lucky enough after all.
Outworld Devourer. He's getting more and more comfortable to stay in this lane against 2 heroes, and that's why this Sig.Trust Xyclopz and with the need to gank on top lane, and successful gank by the 2.
Yeah, that's beautifully done. I think this is the best you could have done. The Gyrocopter got this huge bonus by the first blood, and the first thing you do is like just gank him, make sure he's losing a lot of gold on this one. So yeah, nice 1-1 here, Ty.
But do you think they lost the lane against Outworld Devourer?
Well, they pretty much gave it up right now, but I think they come soon back. The Rubik at the moment grabbing some XP, but oh, there's a nice Fisher cutting the way off. The Queen of Pain rotating in there as well. He's so low. There's the Grave. What? I'm not really sure if that's enough. They're not going to follow up onto the tower, so yes, he makes it actually out, unless Queen of Pain is blinking in. Problem is, level 1 blink is so high cooldown.
Oh, and the top lane looks like Am's dropping his cooldown. Rocket Barrage is 1 hit away, 20 HP left. Oh my, Nether Brass, he's that Xyclopz too. Throws him back.
Oh, that toss. Throwing your ally on your hand is pretty much, but the Earthshaker.
Wait. And Outworld Devourer. Oh, in the mid lane as well. I'm gonna show you the fight recap then. Sorry, that was my mistake.
Well, it was hard to catch the Earthshaker. I was just trying to like steal that kill, and he was actually successful. And in the same time, the OD is just getting an easy kill on the Queen of Pain, which kind of overextended there. So yeah, beautifully done. And this was also the first time we saw the ultimate in action.
Free farming bottom lane and with Morphling. A Cyclone Morphling with a stun. Is it still popular in 6.84?
I still think it's viable, and oh, the Tiny just grabbing that kill together with the Wisp. So that was so fast, I didn't even see it there on camera. You did not either.
Yeah, I need to focus on Tiny and Wisp more since he already got his Relocate.
Yeah.
Not yet, actually. And throw in.
They will have it pretty much in half a minute. They can go for the first relocate, and to be honest, as aggressive they play at the moment, we might see this soon. Oh, but I think first we have to go here in the top lane.
And my bro, side dominant feature, throw, toss. What nice shallow grave to save his teammate. Drop the cooldown and try to get out the fight, but no. He only got 5 HP left and he's alive though. Waveforms in, Lakel's is dead. Double kill for the partner. This is why they pick partner, I guess. Triple kill for Seifer.
Oh, what a play. This is the time where you wish you were level 6 on your Wisp, because they could have at least saved the Tiny.
Yeah.
Just back to the fountain, but yeah, he was still level 5 when they went for this fight.
And beautiful play by partner. What about Boom Bell? Well, it's almost 10 minutes, Palm. Let's take a look at some item updates here.
Well, I'm actually curious what kind of items we're going to see on the OD, because at the moment he just went for full stats. He finished his PTs, started with a Null Talisman, now finished his Magic Wand. Of course, the bottle was back from laning. And now we have to see, I think it's a mech coming out for him.
A 4-star maybe, I think?
Oh, well then. No, I think we're going to see the mech on him, like the real old school OD build.
Yeah, the mech for becoming a tanker and help his teammate in team fight.
Yep, I mean, it's pretty nice for him. He tanks up for his team. He can tank a lot more. Plus, he heals the team up at the point where they can also start to push. Because if they, don't forget, they have a partner. If that partner gets nice level, which he has right now, we also have a lot of building damage coming in.
Partner just might going straight for a pipe with a cloak. Maybe it's a sleeve as a cloak.
I think this is more of a like Glimmer Cape approach to be cast on your carries to help them with magic resist, especially against Earthshaker, Tiny, Queen of Pain. That's so much burst. If you get it on the right target, that's it. But oh, there's a go on the Gyrocopter. Everything blasted out by that Queen of Pain, but it was not enough again.
Oh, he almost died, but the fight's not over yet. Waving in by YabiU and stun him. Maybe 3 seconds stun. Blinking by MyPro. Since when he got his Blink Dagger? No, he didn't even use that Blink Dagger. He just walked in just like that. Landing an Echo Slam. Perfect. Another stun on Boom Bell. Now they all need to TP out. Relocate down. And it's Tiny. And Jab is here. A Wisp. 1-for-1. The fight is ongoing now. Yabby dropping low. Oh my, an ultimate from LD.
Oh, this did not go as planned. Like that relocate that was supposed to find some kills, at least the revenge kills on the Dazzle or the Gyrocopter, but instant Astro Imprisonment. The Tiny, he was there and then he wasn't.
Insanity Eclipse. I forgot about the name of the ultimate. Yeah. And I'm just gonna push for tower 2. Hey.
But yeah, with this you already see like the partner, they transition now into a tower push. This is the best result they can get, but there will be defense now. Oh, and the Rubik. The Rubik actually steals the ultimate. Unfortunately, it won't do too much against especially like a partner, Dazzle, and the OD.
Queen of Pain picked up that regeneration
Dire's
rune.
middle tower is under attack.
Wait, do you think this Queen of Pain need to start to roam around, or maybe just farm up a little bit to get some item first?
Well, at the moment, the Queen of Pain, she tried to like use her level 8 and utilize it, but it didn't really work out. But in the mid, look at this.
Oh man, dropping a call down, a nice dead away. He's still alive. Boom Bell stuck in the middle.
Yeah, that poor Rubik, they left him behind because they knew this fight is not going anywhere, so that was the right decision. Just sacrifice your support, sacrifice the tier 1 tower, which will follow up directly, and maybe even trade the tower bottom.
To be honest, I don't think this is not looking good at all for Team Sig.Trust. They keep Losing one by one. And they miss the toss. They miss Avalanche.
Is under attack.
Blink away by Abba. Try to go into the tree. Finish the tower. Nice one. Seifer. Drop his. Oh, not yet. Nether Ward. Here comes Nether Ward. Nether Blast can kill the jab. Try to follow this Lakel using the Creepify to slow him down. Waveform saying Avalanche toss. Kill that. Oh man. Abba jumped in. And yes, they got a partner 2 down for RRQ. The fight. Oh man. This is too intense here. Seeing a pro. Seeing a pro and the picture hits 2. Koala gonna be the next one. This is 3 downs already. It might be 4.
Oh,
It's
one last hit, and when he comes back, he's pretty much dead. There we go. And now RRQ, they pretty much lost everything they had in the last 5 minutes. That fight that really hurt them.
Ultra kill for Lakel. What do you think about that? Did that affect the game like the turning point of the game?
Yeah, I
That
mean,
ultra kill.
like all the
Radiant's
time they
top
were so
tower
good at
is under
chasing that
attack.
they got the kills fast, but this time the timing of the Rubik was beautiful. Like there was just one hit needed on the Rubik, one hit needed on the Queen of Pain, but every time either a stun or the telekinesis came in, interrupting the OD from the right click.
Oh, another gang
beautiful.
coming out, starting off. Oh, the same old thing.
Jesus.
Mega kill already for Lakel's. Fisher, Avalanche toss, that's it. So
Yep.
much damage.
And that's so much downtime for the Gyrocopter as well. He just came back from the dead, and the first thing he sees is pretty much rest in peace.
Man. Back in the body bag again. Gyrocopter. But hey, well, even though he seems like a feeder, but he still managed to get some items here. Face boot, drum endurance, and he might go for a dual aura with drum endurance and Ring of Aquila. What do you think?
Well, at the moment, those are just some stats item, tanking up some more armor, some more studs. But for him, I really want to see a BKB. Because he needs it. In this fight, he just needs it. Avalanche toss, Queen of Pain, and even Fate Ball plus Fisher, or even Echo Slam on top of it. He's just getting ripped to pieces in seconds, so he needs a BKB in this fight.
So does he really need that much? Feel he need to drop everything and just go for BKB for the next item?
Yeah, that would at least be my guess, but well, I'm so often wrong with my predictions in Southeast Asian Dota, so
Radiant's
you never know.
bottom tower is under attack.
AMC 450 gold in his pocket right now. 500, he might go for the next item. Ogre Club.
Yep, that's how it looks like. And we also have the mech now ready for the OD. Like, with the mechanism, last fight would have been different,
Radiant's
but of
bottom
course,
tower
well,
is under
it
attack.
didn't come out in time. So now they have even a stronger team fight RRQ. Let's see, maybe top is something what we have. Yeah, something going on pretty much soon,
Radiant's
because I
bottom
think
tower is under
this is
attack.
more or less a bait, but I'm not really sure who is baiting here.
Oh, this is going to be the first time Blink Daggers in for Earthshaker. So take a look closely at this one.
Yeah.
5 heroes of Team RRQ gather up at top lane. Looking to push.
But I think they expect this, or they suspected, I guess, because they're all going away, and maybe they gather themselves. So we have a big boom. Tiny and Wisp, they don't need to clump up because they can
Radiant's
relocate
top
in, and
tower
oh
is
my god,
under
this is
attack.
gonna be a crazy fight.
My pro. Looking
Radiant
closely on that,
structures
starting off with
fortified.
Fisher. Blink in, Sonic Wave his 2 or maybe 3, follow up with the Echo Slam, dropping a call down. Who gonna die first? It's our Worthy Warrior. Finish the target first. Safer is there because of the tower shooting on him. Yabby, nice using Shallow Grave. Yabby still
Radiant's top
just
tower
one
has
hit.
fallen.
A stun. Oh, nice relocate to save that, but he's not going back.
Yeah, that was actually the faded relocate, so that they returned to their lane, tried to do some pushing here, but in the end, RRQ, just too much healing
Dire's
going
bottom
on. That's
tower is
even though the
under
OD
attack.
was kept on one side, the burst damage by Queen of Pain just not enough. Not against Mech, not against everything else.
Oh man, Tiny is
Radiant's
just
top
30
tower
gold
is
away
under
from his
attack.
Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, this Aghanim Scepter and the split push coming out by the Wisp and the Tiny, the game will get a new touch, because then we can go for building damage. If a fight breaks out, you just relocate in. So I think Sig.Trust, they wait for this Aghanim desperately. But then again, Aghanim Scepter is not the end for Tiny. From there, he still has to build a lot of items to withstand the Gyrocopter.
I just want to ask you about the Abba first item. Oh, I thought he's just gonna go for the first item BKB, but it turns out it's going to be an Aghanim Scepter. Did he
Yeah.
just change his mind, or? or he tend to go for Aghanim Scepter as the first place?
No, I think Queen of Pain first item, Aghanim Scepter, is absolutely valid. You just want to spam your Sonic Wave, and
Radiant
yeah,
structures are
he
fortified.
pretty much bought those 2 items, will also give him some stats
Structures
because he
are
needs
fortified.
survivability at this point. So holding up plus the point booster
Radiant's
that gives
bottom
him
tower
like
has
about
fallen.
I don't know 300 something HP.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
has
BU.
fallen.
Looks like it was a tower trade for both teams, and Sig.Trust still keep on
Dire's
pushing,
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
as well as
Dire's
RRQ.
structures
And look at the
are
mid, the
fortified.
Tiny is pushing at the same time, so RRQ they cannot go for tower trades because Signature is
Dire's
pushing
top
fast, but
tower
now,
is under
oh, we
attack.
have maybe the initiation here on the Tiny.
Radiant's
Oh, but
bottom
that's the
tower
toss,
is under
Avalanche.
attack.
They won't find him, they will stun him instead. There will be Astral Imprisonment until the entire team arrives. Oh my god.
Relocate and dropping a call down on Jab. Melted. Man, this missile coming out of nowhere is so strong in this 6.84 patch.
Dire's top tower
Well,
is under
it
attack.
wasn't the target they wanted to go for. I mean, the Tiny was really something they were looking at because we have to, yeah, nullify his net worth. That's your goal. But in the end, well, IO is also just as good.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, just like what you mentioned earlier, Ogre Club is here. They didn't even go for a Ring of Aquila. They just need to go straight for a BKB, because you know, I once heard someone say that the reason that people not picking this Gyrocopter as much is he's the kind of hero that really needs a BKB. Without BKB, this guy cannot do anything.
Yeah, I mean, he got a tiny bit buffed when it comes to his abilities and everything, but nothing changed around his base strength, his armor, or anything. He's just as squishy as before.
Oh
So-
man.
Radiant's top tower is under
Now
attack.
to the top tower, tier 2 tower of Team Radiant. Sig.Trust, are they going to defend this one or just gonna push in? Tiny with a 3, hit the 3, hit with a 3 on the tower.
Dire's
Look
middle
how
tower is
fast.
under attack.
Look at that, bam, bam.
Radiant's
Lakels, and
structures
someone
are
CP down. It's going to be fighter. Waveform in the stun on Eva. What are they gonna do? Koala, Fisher, Avalanche, Lakels just leave his friend behind. Man.
Yeah, but in the end, it just comes down to a tier 2 tower trade. Top for mid, I guess it's fair enough. Signature, however, well, if they trade 1-1 with a Tiny setup, it's not a good trade for them because they always want to push faster than RRQ. Plus, RRQ is pretty much, yeah, ahead still on many heroes. But look at the Tiny. Look at the Tiny net worth at the moment. He caught up so much. Now almost 3k
Oh
ahead.
man, he almost got his Mental Style, only around 2.1k gold away.
Yep. And with this Manta style, I mean, the last time I actually saw a Tiny who can go against backdoor protection with Manta and everything, that was Fnatic in 2014. And ever since I was hoping to see something like this, but oh!
They're trying to
there's
catch
initiation.
Tiny, and Tiny just gonna turn for a man fight, but no, because his missile, heating missile hit him. Lakel's gonna be a long stun, catching
the
up
IO.
Koala.
The IO saves.
Relocate, oh man, that's safe.
Well, but it's gonna be a kill on the Wisp.
Yeah,
There's
for
no
sure.
way that poor Wisp can get away.
And the love of teammates.
No, the Wisp knows he's dead, and there we go. Stun, and the rest is just right click Rocket Barrage. Poor little light bulb.
Yeah. He looks like UFO in my opinion. I always call him that. You know, he got relocate, so he can move around with his flying disc.
Well, he also makes funny sounds, so yeah, he might be actually an alien. Let's see, at the moment, it looks like Pugna's going for that slow siege on the tier 2 tower, and Signature, they don't have anything else to push, so there's no split pressure.
Oh, I'm gonna yet, not yet, Appa. Not enough to save the
Radiant's
bottom
bottom
tower.
tower has
I got what I
fallen.
need for Koala. I think the next thing they
Dire's
need is a
middle tower
Roshan.
is under attack.
Whoever gets the first Roshan of the game is most likely, you know, like
Yeah.
60% to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, RRQ is on the Dire side, so even with the map changes we had some month ago, Dire side still has a tiny advantage. They have now map control most of the towers. Like, the only teleport platform to have is really the mid tower tier 2. Other than that, you're not really fast buying back and back to Roshan pit for a follow-up fight. So yes, they have everything it takes to have a decent
Lakel's
Roshan.
is gonna go for BKB instead of finish his Manta style. Man, what is that? Why?
Well, I guess that's the pressure that's coming now.
And
It's just the pressure on him. It's too much.
Yeah, and you know, he himself said that his team cannot handle much pressure.
Oh, but look at this top. This is supposed to be a really swift gang, and we have to see. Well, at the moment, it's just more or less a scouting mission.
Lakel shows up himself. Yabi thought that he's alone, but no, this guy is not alone.
Oh, but he's already on his button to just get away. This is more or less a bait. If the Tiny opens on him, nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, just a harass stun coming out. On the other side also, like RRQ being clumped up in one position. They're ready for everything, but the Morphling, I thought he's safe there. But in the end, he was just playing with his life, being completely overconfident.
Sig.Trust, the last Thailand team that got left trying so hard to go for day 2.
Well, if Signature is out here, you're the only Thai tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's kind of sad actually.
Yeah. Well,
Tiny.
Oh, but there's what we were looking for, and it's so fast. I don't think there's anything happening. Oh, I actually saw it. Look at this, the Sonic Wave. Now they know what's going on. Low HP on all of them.
Oh man, RRQ finally they finished that, but coming out with the Echo Slam, doing pretty much damage. All the AoE ultimate is there. Koala, come on, Koala just still alive. The next one, Abba just blink on the high ground. What are you doing here? Boom Bell needs to walk away too, and he now stuck in Astro imprisonment. Fever coming back, Nether Blast. Boom Bell is gonna TP just like that.
Oh!
No, not gonna happen.
That was so close. The TP that actually might have worked. In the end, well, they lose 4 for a kill plus the Aegis. It's good for the next fight, but overall, of course, it's a really, really bad thing. Signature,
Holy,
they were just not fast enough to do something around this Roshan.
man, that is big mistake by Sig.Trust that might cost them again. Who knows? Because look at that, 4 down and lost an Aegis to Team RRQ. And they might lost a mid-tier 2 tower too, because AMC is here with a Nether Blast from Seifer.
Yeah, that Nether Blast is just doing so much damage, plus the right clicks. There is a Fissure, but this is just harass, pulling the creeps off in the end. Back to protection is off, so I think this tower is even going down if they commit. Yeah, they're gonna use the cliff, but I still think they might stick around. Might be a bit too long, because now Tiny, everybody is back.
Yabi, you. And stuck in a pizza. Abba.
Well,
nice.
they have Glimmer Cape. Glimmer Cape is really like a nice tool at this point. Just make someone invisible. And if that doesn't do the trick, he still has waveform to get away. That's also the mobility at the moment on RRQ is increasing, plus the tools they have on the supports. So Signature, increasingly hard job to actually kill someone.
Worthy tribute.
I think there is no room left for Signature to make a mistake. If they make another mistake, well, take a look at the graph. It dropped, dropped down to RRQ. It's like
Signature was doing fine, especially around the Tiny. I mean, look at the Tiny. He's still shining in net worth. 14k on his side. The Gyro is the next one with about 11k. So, well, 3k advantage. But it doesn't help you looking at the graph when all your net worth is just based on one hero, but that hero gets shut down. That might, however, change now. We have a fresh BKB on the Tiny. Full 10 seconds. So that really gets interesting now.
And look at that increasing armor on their side. Another risky play by Team RRQ, but it seems good. Another catch that Moonbell. A stun on him, Pizza on 4. Gonna save that Moonbell? I don't think so. A missile on him as well. He needs to sacrifice himself while Tiny is going for a top lane. Trying to take down the tower here.
Yeah, this is Fnatic style, what they play at the moment, but sure, they lose their Rubik and they don't do much damage on this tower. In the end, they're even gonna lose their Wisp here. Like Wisp, they see the little light bulb coming back, so I'm so sorry.
Very warm welcome from RRQ indeed. Welcome back.
Welcome back. You were not welcome here.
Yeah, Yabi Yu waveform 10 and a stun on Abba called out. Did they really think they can finish that Queen of Pain?
No, I'm not sure, but the Morphling, he keeps on chasing. He has nothing, he has no replicate up at the moment, but he's still very confident. If the Tiny comes into this mix, then the Morphling has to be really careful. He might be at this point, again, still a one-shot by the Tiny.
Morphling with Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
Is this your first time seeing Morphling Aghanim Scepter?
It's not the first time I see it, but the first time I cast it, so I'm pretty excited to see this. Especially because Morphling support, yes, it's a nice stun and it's nice mobility, but now with the Aghanim Scepter, suddenly support Morphling or even position 4-5 Morphlings, they suddenly become also damage dealers because, yeah, the hybrid, it's just, ouch. We have to see what's happening here, how they utilize it. It's done, and now it's flying in.
Take a look at the item update once again, guys. Almost 30 minutes of the game. The BKB on 2 heroes on team RRQ. C4 just finished this BKB. I believe it's a brand new BKB. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, it's absolutely fresh. Also the Tiny so far, like the 10-second BKB was not used. So Signature is still ready for the fight. The problem is, I have the feeling the longer this game goes, the more it shifts to RRQ by farm, by map control, by everything. They still try to split push everywhere, but the problem is if they split push, they might already lose significant HP on the tier 3 tower on their base. So it's time. 28 minutes in RRQ, they are going for the base.
Safer. I kind of surprised that RRQ is the one who attack on Sig.Trust, even though they won the late game. A top lane is going to be a base race here. Lakeo trying to look how fast he can hit the tower. Killed. They kind of hesitate now. They need to retreat, trying to defense this one. I don't think they can stop that Lakeo. And throwing on him one, he's not using Astro Imprisonment. Lakeo gonna get that barrack for sure. BKB on Lakeo, not using Shadow Grave. Lakeo keep on hitting. Bam! And come on, one more bam! They got that range barracks. A big mistake, a wrong decision made by Team RRQ. And still there, Lakeo. Oh man, look how tanky this stone is.
This was the action of a 10-second BKB, just invincible for 10 seconds. The OD almost died here. If it wasn't about his team rotating in there and healing with mech and whatnot, it would have been probably 2 or 3 kills for the Tiny. But in the end, they were faster with the base. So tier 3 tower and the tier 3 tower and the range tracks on the other side. Signature, well, at least this split push worked out for them.
Oh man, RRQ. It's just they made one of the most important decisions in the game that, hey, should we just push or do you...
Yeah. Well, the problem is they knew that once, if they just send 1 or 2 guys to defend the base, then they will just relocate out and catch them in on the other side of the map 5-on-3. That's the biggest problem. So if you retreat, you have to go back with the entire team for RRQ. And you saw it, how tanky the Tiny is. Like sending just 1 or 2 guys to defend, it will not work. He just pops BKB and he just... yeah, goes with the log on you.
Yeah, I agree on you that if they want to defend, they need to go back on the entire team because, yeah, very good point of view about the relocate thing. Now what they're gonna do? They need to keep on pushing mid, and yeah, I think so. They're just trying to push mid more.
Yep, but the top lane, for example, is nicely pushed out. If the Tiny goes right there, which means we have the same situation. RRQ coming from mid, well, the Tiny is just pushing top. So the split push is working, and look what the Earthshaker is doing at the moment. They try to push the creeps away from the base as much as they can. So creep block, plus the Queen of Pain can spam her ultimate with the Aghanim Scepter. There are no creeps left to push for RRQ, and look at the Tiny Wisp. They're going.
Man, they cannot because the creep wave was too far, and Tiny finished the last creep wave before he hits that barracks. Yeah, they need to go back and trying to... I think they better push on a top lane.
Yep.
Like, push like this.
But they do exactly what they're supposed to do, just buy time for Signature. Whenever RRQ is in front of their base, okay, then you have to trade your base. That's what they pretty much say all the time. And well, it's working out at the moment. So again, RRQ goes back. They have to just let the Tiny and all the rest of the team mark.
The game is so under pressure right now, and I believe that the players too. How the only thing I wonder is that can Sig.Trust handle this pressure?
So far, it's really working out. They only lost their tier 3 tower, and we have to see. The problem is that they're kind of capped around the Tiny. So where is the rest of the damage coming? We have OD dishing tons of damage. We have the Gyrocopter as well as the Morphling. In theory, could also start to get more and more damage items. So I think in the long run, in the very long run, RRQ has actually a better stand.
Here we go again. Tiny and Wisp split out, and whenever something happens, they're just gonna relocate down and help in the team fight. But for now, let's push the top lane. Eye of Scotty already on Gyrocopter. A BKB, Eye of Scotty, and a drum.
Yep, Eye of Skadi now on the Gyrocopter. It's, well, to be honest, it's not the best item. I wish we would have seen a bit more aggressive style on him, but for stats, for tankiness, it's just awesome.
2.3k HP on Gyrocopter.
Yep, but that means also the next item, it has to be something aggressive. So I don't know if he's going for crit, like a Daedalus or a MKB, something like that might be interesting, but oh.
And again, look at that. Jab is ready to just feather in and relocate away. That's what I'm talking about. And he sacrificed himself. It's kind of boring, but yeah.
Well, that's what you do as a support.
Dyer's
That's
bottom
how
tower
it works. Devotion.
I'm sorry, bro. We don't have a support in
Dyer's
Southeast
bottom
Asia.
tower has
In MMR game, I mean. And yet, voila.
Well, I mean, the tiny surviving here and only the IO sacrifice, this is the best you can go for. They don't even get too much out of this IO kill, but now, well, Tiny is in a kind of awkward position. If they get the stun on him, actually, the stun is coming out, but is there any follow-up?
No. I didn't see any, because
No.
his body is still in a graveyard, actually.
And the graph, if you look at the graphs again, like it's going slightly back. So with all this stalling time and keep on split pushing, Signature, they're coming slowly but steadily back into the game.
Do you think it's going to be?
Dyer's
Well,
bottom
this
tower
is going to be
under
very
attack.
interesting. This could be one of those key moments in the games. Last time they caught it. Not sure about this time because it's really, really fast. Look how fast this one is going.
Lakeo's on Tiny trying to push top, but he cannot push that far.
Oh, this is going to be undetected. So Roshan goes for RRQ. It's easy one. Gyrocopter gets the Aegis, but there is already some split push going on. The problem is he's hexed right away. Now slowed. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, Lakeo's with the BKB trying to hit the barracks. That is all I need. Oh!
Dyer's
Mission accomplished, and now how are you gonna get away? Nice using Fisher to stop that thing. Waveforms in and stun on Lakeo's. He's gonna die for sure. He needs to trace his life on that barracks and rocket barrage.
Well,
Make a
that's
kill on AMC.
Exactly what they wanted. Just split push, just keep it pushing out. We have the Rubik in the bottom lane, we have Queen of Pain in mid lane, just making sure that after the Tiny is dead, they cannot go for any revenge push. They, like, by the time they reach the base, 60 seconds will be just expired. So yeah, the push by Signature is just amazing at the moment. Even though they don't have a typical push setup, it's really just the way they play. To be honest, this feels like Alliance.Trust at the moment.
Alliance.Trust, I like that one, you know. Oh man, TI3 all over again. But yeah, what are you gonna do to get out these situations?
Well,
It's really hard to get out. It's like we are stuck in a friend zone.
yeah.
It's the same thing completely. But how are we gonna get out this one, you know, getting ratted to death?
Well, to be honest, I think RRQ, they have to somehow catch someone. But the problem is Signature's positioning was really good so far. Now they finally reached the mid, and all the other lanes have been pushed out. So maybe now we see something happening based on that Aegis. But the problem is OD is far away, Morphling is not there. Nope, this is not gonna happen. So that push is also stopped.
But they only here for 3 heroes. While Koala pushing bottom lane, then
Yep.
he needs defense and also Morphling too.
So this doesn't really work out. Like, the only chance I really saw in the last fight is that if you get the hex before the BKB on the Tiny, then there might be the chance that you actually stun and burst him down. But
Oh, yeah, I thought that too.
but let's see, so far the execution of RQ was just not there. But now maybe everybody's converging, which means we might have an interesting fight coming in. But then again, look top, there is the Tiny again. He's just going ham and pushing on.
No tower. It looks like I can feel that this game is gonna end with a drone race because AMC is here shooting on the barracks as well. Hey, what are they doing over there? There's no barracks left.
Well, they can rotate in the mid, but the problem is in the meantime,
But
there's
Wayne!
Cliff used.
Dyer's bottom tower
Oh,
is
to the
under
bottom lane. They are Lakeos with a tower and head down on that wisp and the point toss. And Lakeos keep on hitting with a 3 and he might go out here. He keep that BKB just to be trying to get away on that. He's gonna be fine, I think. Nice. This time they got the tower.
Yep, and in the mid we pretty much had the same picture. Like, there was a huge 4 on back, but everybody just popped their BKB and they went for the racks only. So RRQ said, okay, Signature, you can red, we can red better.
Oh man, I think if next time if they are trying to rat, RRQ just going straight and trying to end the game.
Yep. And also the OD did a really nice thing. The first thing he did is focusing that wisp, so in case they want to relocate and just kill the rest of the team, that didn't work out. So if you burst that IO that fast, that's awesome. So IO, well, he needs a lot more stats. He already has the cloak, so the spell damage reduction is there, but he needs more. The OD at the moment is just kicking nuts.
Sig.Trust with the Eve Scepter Divinity. And let's take a look. I'm gonna show you guys some fantasy points here. Let's see. As you can see, 3 towers already for the Gyrocopter.
Yep.
In the game. The highest fantasy point right now is Koala.
I have to admit something. First of all, we missed that kill. And the second thing is, top, I think we have even more of a fight there. Morphling being stunned, being tossed in the air, but oh my god, I think he still makes it out. There's no problem with Glimmer Cape whatsoever.
Sling. Hey. Where did he blink? And he looks like this guy's just gonna get caught. No.
Yep. BKB, TP, easy going. Anyway, the second thing I wanted to admit to you, Xyclopz, I have no idea how Fantasy League works.
Oh, the fantasy points, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of rare.
It's too fantastic for me.
Well, all right. Just gonna push in, maybe. I think. Looks like the red system has stopped for a while.
Yep. But at the moment they put some nice pressure on it, but I'm not really sure if that's the right thing to respond here because there is more to come.
Oh, this might be the biggest team fight in the game. Sig.Trust out of smoke. Well, he can't fight anyone. Never mind.
Nope, it's not really working. Queen of Pain just keeps on pushing, but they have to be ready. Like RRQ, they still want to find a fight here. They know they can win this right now.
RRQ just gonna go in like this and yeah, push that in. And a Hex out on Moonbell, he got caught! It's going to be 4v5 and this is not looking good at all. How are they gonna defend this one? No Rubik for at least 45 seconds. Yes, no buyback.
Oh, this is so bad now with a double.
Oh man! And yep, Koala knows about that, so he TP here and leaves his teammate to shoot down on the barracks. Nice going in, the BKB on Abba, Echo Slam on all illusion, it means. My bro dropping low, Jabby U to try to wave form away. They all still full HP for AMC. Rocket Barrage, they need to retreat a bit back to the high ground. My bro, one hit away on my bro. They got that my bro, Earthshaker down. Jabby U rotate to the mid lane, blink away. Wow.
Well,
since when he got that blink?
The problem is it doesn't really matter who died or who got killed. Oh, they got the Morphling.
Jabby U, can he blink or not? A toss and drop the gem.
Oh well, but this gem, well, all of this doesn't really help you at this point because you saw what they did. The Gyrocopter was fighting while the Pugna was still going for the Rex, so they can kill even 5 of RRQ. As long as the Rex are going down, they get exactly what they want. 2 Rex are already down, 1 to go. So if they repeat this fight, I think Signature will lose to Mega Creeps sooner or later.
Oh man, that's not a good news for Sig.Trust. So they need to start some 5v5 fight, right? Or Sig.Trust.
Either they red just like RRQ or they get a nice fight and red afterwards, something like that. But the problem is every time RRQ was pushing for a Rex, half of them were fighting, the rest of them were going for barracks, and Signature will lose because they have no Rex left except that top lane.
Oh man.
So this is one of those points. Signature, they have to come up with a good solution in the next 5 to 10 minutes, unless RRQ is really eager to finish this, and they might be. I mean, we have 42 minutes in. If you look at the items, it's not getting much better. The Gyrocopter actually could upgrade items right now, but he probably keeps some of his gold just to have the buyback in case they lose a fight. But yeah, like, I think they're heading straight for the goal. If they are successful in top, this is the end of the game.
Man, but yeah, I'm looking at this WoW open. There's no tower anymore. That means Sig.Trust can just TP down anytime and get easily barracks. And here comes the smoke. Right in front of Sig.Trust. They found that guy. Appa is in big problem here. He tries to walk back to the high ground. Koala dropping low. got like streak broken. Keep on hitting like hell, Saber. Oh man, 3-4 now killed.
Oh, it's not over.
Wow.
They still want to get that dazzle, and they might be
They
actually
need
able.
to buy back.
Yes, the dazzle. He has no blink, no nothing, but he has a Yule Scepter just putting Tiny in the air. So saving his little dazzle butt right now.
Like
But
hell.
they can push. That's the most important thing. They can push. The creeps are coming. So yeah, there are the buybacks coming.
Oh, this Lakel doesn't give anything about the kills anymore. It's just gonna go for tower. Nice stun. Stop him.
But yeah, the
Pretty
problem
long
is
stun.
you can't stop him for much longer. That's the biggest problem. That tower will definitely go down. There's the cliff now, buying some more time. The Xyclopz is the only thing that can actually do some nice push. More and more stuns coming in by that Morphling. So I don't think they give up. Sig.Trust, they have to push here.
Oh man, call down just to slow him down from destroying the barracks. Lakel keep on hitting. Look at how fast he can hit that barracks. Only 4 or 5 hits. The barracks gone for sure. One more hit. I mean, just one last barracks. Lakel on the BKB. Shooted down by his Eye of Scotty. He's not that slow though. He's actually slow. Now Keep need to push in. Now or never. They need to end the game right here, right now for RRQ. But when they push out, they died outside and going back. Looks like Team Sig.Trust is about to get this game on their back.
Yeah, that was a nice turnaround on the Morphling. The Morphling is such a pesky hero. I mean, seriously, like you get permanently stunned for such a long duration that by the time you're out of the stun, the spell is almost ready again. That's what pretty much prevented them from getting the melee racks there. If it wasn't about the Morphling, Signature would have broken high ground here completely in the mid lane, but it didn't happen thanks to that. But then again, they had to pay with Morphling's life for it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I cannot agree more on that. See for AMC. It's gonna go for it. What do you think? Monkey King Bar, right?
Monkey Kimbo or Daedalus, like either or, but to be honest, I think
Depends on these tiny items, I think.
at the moment nobody's having like evasion or anything. We have no solar crest, we have no butterflies, no hellbirds, no nothing. So to be honest, a Daedalus is
Man, this game is
a good
so tense. To be honest, I still don't know who's gonna come out of this game alive. 45 minutes in the game, and 21 to 31 game score. But all the barracks, well,
there's still one good thing. The OD doesn't have buyback, and the Xyclopz just spent his buyback, which means RRQ, they have to be passive now. If RRQ loses a team fight, a big team fight, then yeah, that's pretty much the end of the game. With a tiny push, there's no way to defend this. So we have to see what's actually happening. At the moment, they scouted something out. Oh my god, maybe this is the fight we were looking for, Xyclopz. This might be it.
oh, and now they found Saber. How did he going in the middle of the alone? What is that? Yeah, BU is a miscommunicate from Team RRQ. Jumped into a road pit while RRQ is hitting on the Roshan. Avalanche sword hit by the 3. Need to wait for away. He's dropping low though. Keep on shooting. They're gonna get that Abba. Hex him down. Gem dropped it. And a picture. And my bro. Nice Echo Slam. He got that 1 kill already. Dropping low. Koala. Boom Bell is still a rocket barrage. He's shooting on the original guy. Oh man, Koala is still there. Where is Gyrocopter? Gyro is still here. Gyro is still here. Lakelza. Oh, the last one is Gyrocopter.
Oh, this
That
was
is-
the perfect,
oh,
the
man.
perfect Rubik play. He stole Astro Imprisonment, and just a second before the OD had his refresher popped and used, it was just Astro Imprisonment
I
himself.
didn't even see that. He did stole that. Oh man.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. He interrupted the second ultimate by the OD that would have pretty much make a dent.
Dyer's middle
But look at this now, with Roshan, only the Gyrocopter for counter push, the last Rex only open, there's no tier 3 tower, so it's now or never. All the buybacks, you have to spend them. OD has it, it's 1 Rex.
Oh, blink in and hex him down. Lakel shooting by the copter. BKB as well. Lakel's is dead. Abba is going to be the next one. Lakel still got buyback though. Did he have
No
a
clip,
put a prior?
there's no
Oh,
clip.
I'm sorry. It's an Aegis and it's going to be a barrack. Mega creep already, but they need to kill this
Oh,
Lakel's here and end the game right here. Zephyr. Fister, a BKB on my bro, no more mana left to hex him down maybe. A Mr. on my bro. Earthshaker falls out, they need to do it now, bro.
Yeah, this is gonna be so hard. Mega creeps, they're gonna push permanently in your base, and with a relocate, the Tiny can just get for tier 4 towers easily. Like even in the duration of a relocate, you just get a tier 4 towers, eventually the throne, which means RRQ, they have to push now or this game is really over. They have a 5-on-4 situation with no buyback on the Earthshaker. It's their only hope right now.
Yeah, man, it's like once you don't push, you never pull, man. You just have to push to all the way. That's what they are doing right now. Wait for Finn Sun on the hex as well on Abba. Abba is falling down. Queen of Pain is saying no buyback. Come on.
Buyback. Oh my god. This
that
is
be
it.
you.
This is their chance. This is their only
man,
chance.
3 vs 5. And Xyclopz is here. Who gonna win this game? Who gonna come out this game alive?
Tiny is in the other base.
Yes, who gonna go for day 2 and who gonna take down
the throne?
This throne and the throne hit by the Tiny. Oh, I almost made that action for Ala. Lakel's on the throne. Oh man, Lakel's on.
Oh my god!
Oh,
it's happening.
What is going on here? I hate Lakel's. Oh Jesus!
Oh, done.
Let's go. The throne.
150 HP. Look on the other side.
Oh my goodness! And look at that throne. No more. It's still 2.8k. Now they need to fly back. For Xyclopz. This game making me mad. I mean, they got
but still,
wowed.
But still, they have a relocate. They have a relocate in 10 seconds right now, and the Tiny bot back, which means they can go for the throne.
Where's the doctor? Call the doctor to the throne.
Yeah,
need that one, man.
Not gonna work. Xyclopz, no doctor here today.
Oh man, and they are here. BKB to the throne.
Oh! What a game!
Xyclopz. Sig.Trust leads on today too. What a game!
What a game.
Bro, what a last game for today, bro.
Insanity. That was insanity.
Oh,
it was so close. I mean, they got, by the time we had the Dire Throne on like 150 HP and all the disables were raining down on that Tiny, they just got the tier 4 towers down under the first quarter of the Radiant Throne. But it was just not good enough. The Gyrocopter had to go back. He was on like, I don't know, 500 HP.
Man, in that such situation, everything is on like tons of pressure on you. You cannot think properly. And yeah, a mistake can be made, and I kind of respect their fighting spirits. Just right from last game against Ideal Gigabyte, they are so far behind for RRQ in this game.
Yep.
They fight with their life against Sig.Trust, which is and it was a great game for all of us. 49 minutes.
49 minutes, the last game of the day, and what a game, Xyclopz. We opened the day and we closed the day with a big bang.
Oh,
and Sig.Trust.
Big bang.
I mean, it looked shaky all the time. They were like on the brink of losing, but this is the Fnatic style of playing Dota. It was a combination of a bit alliance with the pushing out, but of course they needed a Bulldog Nature Prophet for it. But the old school Tiny Wisp that reminds me so of No Tail Fnatic style.
Well, it's been alright. Looks like we're gonna take a break. I'm not sure if we will still be an analyst, but for now I'm gonna pass on to Jake on the stage.